I believe every dog does deserve to have a home. Dogs are domesticated animals, and so there is this relationship, this bond. Humans need to be their guardians and need to act responsibly. The question is, should every dog have a home? Yes, every dog should have a home because we've domesticated them to have a home. Every stray dog that we come across is very different. Some are recently stray, where you can see that they were probably in a home just recently. They may even have a collar on. Others have been on the street for a long time. When I see a dog, I actually want to spend some time following it so I can understand, is this really a stray? Does it go, and hang out with another pack of dogs? Does it actually go to a home where somebody receives the dog and says, hey, come on in, Bo, we've been waiting for you. The dogs are looking for food, water, places that are safe for sure. We believe that the problem is absolutely exacerbated by the fact that there are so many open structures. It's really a health issue. It gets to being able to understand the balance of health in a community. You can see it with how the animals are treated, how the dogs are treated in the community. And right now the dogs in Detroit are not generally treated very well, the strays or even the ones that are kept. We really do want to understand the dynamics of how dogs and people exist in this large urban space, what their density is in population, how they move about in that space, and how it affects people. How can any programs be built to solve a problem if you don't know the extent of the problem? And American Strays allows a big city like Detroit to get familiar with the problem intimately and can design specific programs to resolve the problems. If there are 50,000 strays in the city, they're right in our backyard, we should examine this issue and see if we can bring something to bear to it. The project of American Strays is actually 4 individual components built into an interactive wrap. The first component is really outreach, and it's American Strays, the series, and it's a series of short films that highlight the problems and the solutions that are being brought to the city. The second component is an actual examination and a survey of how many dogs are in the city. And this will be done in 2 parts. Phase 1 has already been done. That was a street by street. Phase 2 will happen over 2 days at the end of September, and that's a new count. And from that, we'll have an exact number of how many dogs are in the city at any time. So that's the second part, an actual number of how many animals exist in the city. The third component is a toolbox with all kinds of different tools in it. Software to understand the issues out in the field, tracking software that helps us to track the canines that are out in the field, templates of how nonprofits can go about and do this work in their own community. And so we'll have a toolbox that'll have all of these different components so municipalities and other large cities around the world can run this type of program themselves. And then fourth, we have a feature documentary called American Strays that will come out that will literally just focus on the dogs that are strays. We're going to follow a few of the strays in the city so we get a better understanding of how they live and the things that they suffer through on a daily basis. Hi, I'm Tom McPhee, Executive Director of the World Animal Awareness Society. I want to invite you to invest in our campaign, American Strays, to help us solve stray dog population issues in America.